on TMZ.
Okay, we have learned something about Taylor Swift. She does not have any control over her fans. They have gone rogue, and they are going after John Mayer.
John Mayer's Instagram were filled with comments bashing him, all from Swifties.
She vilified him, which makes it so false to say now, oh, you know, don't go after him.
She whipped her mob into a frenzy, and now she's trying to call off the insurrectionists.
She's the Donald Trump of music.
Tom Holland and Zendaya are just the cutest. They were at Beyonce's Renaissance tour. If you see them singing to each other, they love each other so much, you can see it.
How old are they?
Mid-20s.
I'm just wondering when they're going to get engaged.
I would advise any young 20-year-old not to marry the first person they fall in love with.
Jason, what if the first person's Zendaya?
Yeah. Well, then you make an exception.
A new Superman has been announced, David Corenswet, but some people are confused because he looks a lot like Henry Cavill.
Why did they pivot away from Henry Cavill? How different are they going to look?
Why do we have to stick to the status quo anyway? Why can't we branch out?
We're not anymore. Little Mermaid, we're not sticking to the character anymore.
Well, they're not real people, Charlie.
Neither is Superman. Sorry to break it to you.
Scheana Shay, Vanderpump Rule star.
Oh, today's the day. They film again.
Today's the day, so I ask her.
Do you have any update on whether Raquel is coming back?
She has to be. She
doesn't have to be coming back.
She can have her own show.
Oh my God, Raquel takes wherever.
Raquel takes Miami would be insane.
Raquel takes your husband.
And now it's Taylor Swift in Give the Devil His Due. Actually, wait, don't.
Recently in a concert, Taylor Swift told her fans, please take it easy on my exes.
I'm 33 years old. I don't care about anything that happened to me when I was 19.
Alluding to John Mayer, who she was dating at that age and wrote a few songs about. One with the lyric, I damn sure never would have danced with the devil at 19. Well, her fans have listened and chosen to ignore her.
John Mayer's Instagram posts were filled with comments, all from Swifties, all bashing him, saying, I know mom said not to, but we're here.
Yes, they're tearing into John. And yes, they call Taylor mom. But are they wrong? Because after all,
she called John Mayer a devil.
Which makes it so false to say now, oh, you know, don't go after him. She vilified him. She got her fans worked the blank up.
She should say, I'm not going to sing the song as long as you're going to treat John Mayer like this.
That's a really good point.
No, it's not. If she had to stop singing all the songs about her boyfriend, she wouldn't have a tour. There would be no songs.
It is kind of her brand, yeah. But as long as Taylor continues to perform her songs about John, it does kind of void her pleas to leave him alone, doesn't it?
She whipped her mob into a frenzy, and now she's trying to call off the insurrectionists.
And you call up the insurrectionists and then sing the song calling him the devil.
She's the Donald Trump of music.
Don't worry. The only thing she'll be indicted for is sending mixed messages. Now, angrily sing a song about John Mayer us? Out of here, Tay!
Armie Hammer is walking around Italy kissing a new woman. It's his ex-girlfriend. Her name is Lisa Persiama. So it's kind of interesting based on, his background and all the things that he's been through recently regarding women.
Yeah, but you know what? They didn't file any charges against him. They said there wasn't a case. And Armie Hammer is living his life.
He's having a nice lunch. He's not even eating her. It's like great.
Oh my God. Wait, why would she ever get back together with him?
He was cleared. And there's a reason he was cleared, and the full story has not been told. So Armie Hammer is free to live his life.
Do you think he'll work in Hollywood again?
It depends on how he handles it. You can't take a snapshot of somebody and say that's their life for the rest of their life.
I would genuinely love to see a rom-com with Armie Hammer and Amber Heard.
I would watch that. So bad.
I'm in.
I would watch it.
Love it. What best idea you've had?
Ever.
All eyes were on Beyoncé performing Love on Top at her concert in Warsaw. Well, not all eyes, because if you look again... Yes, it's Tom Holland and Zendaya in the audience, and they've only got eyes for each other.
Tom Holland and Zendaya are just the cutest. You see him, and they are both very clearly feeling Beyonce in the moment, but also they're singing it to each other. They love each other so much, you can see it. It's adorable.
A lot of these are such Hollywood romances, which are like shallow and whatnot. This feels like they're really genuinely in love.
And now that the couple have been together for several years, we gotta ask.
How do you say to somebody, I love you a lot and I think I want to marry you, but I need to bang a bunch of other people first?
We were gonna ask when are they getting engaged, but okay, let's play this one out.
How old are they?
Mid-20s?
I would advise any young 20-year-old not to like marry the first person they fall in love with.
Jason, what if the first person's Zendaya?
You should not be with like your early love, even if it's Margot, Robbie. You shouldn't stay. You shouldn't stay with them.
Shouldn't they like break up for a couple years and if they come back together?
When you're dating somebody and you're supposedly in love, how do you say to the person, I just need to bang a bunch of people first?
No, you don't say that. You say, I need to find myself.
Yeah, find myself.
Well, not at a Beyoncé concert because
The whole thing is if you like it, put a ring on it.
Oh yeah, I want video of them when that song played.
I know.
we're guessing a perfectly timed bathroom break. Can't wait for the engagement, you two!
Jason Derulo is never cleaning his house again. There's a line in his book where he talks about when he was younger, his mom was teaching him like, listen, you gotta learn how to clean up your house.
When I was about, I would say like 9 years old, 10 years old, my mom was like, you gotta learn how to clean your house. And I'm like, Mom, I ain't never gonna clean my house. And she lifted that hand up like, what?
But he wants people to understand that he didn't say that to be bougie.
I don't want that to be taken out of context. But what I was trying to say at that age is, it was incumbent upon me that, to me, my time, my energy goes to my craft every single time.
He felt because he grew up super poor, he needed to work hard. And even today, like he works so hard that he doesn't have time to sit and clean his house. So he hires someone for it.
What is wrong with hiring somebody to clean your house?
I think it's okay because he grew up without it, that he can have it now.
It's okay no matter what.
If you grow up with it, you never learn how to clean.
Derek, do you know how to fix a car?
No.
Well, you should learn that because you should know how to fix a car. It's like, why?
You don't know how to change a tire?
No, he changed
I
my
changed her tire.
Do you know how to change oil?
Yeah, you put the dipstick or something?
No, geez. No, you're the dipstick.
Yeah, you're the dipstick.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's the new Superman, David Corenswet! Also, who gets a dude confused with a plane? Planes are like a zillion times bigger.
A new Superman has been announced, and that would be David Corenswet.
Corenswet?
Hey, you don't need a cool name when you look this good.
He's very attractive.
People are excited, but some people are also confused because he looks a lot like Henry Cavill. Why did you cast another guy who looks just like Henry Cavill if you were trying to pivot away from Henry Cavill?
So let me ask you, why did they pivot away from Henry Cavill?
He's too old. He's 40 years old.
Yeah, hit the retirement home, Gramps. Superman is a young person's game. But they picked David because of his acting pedigree. Wait till you hear what he's been in.
He's been in some stuff.
He's like a walking IMDb. But don't all Supermen kind of look similar?
Superman is this square-jawed, good-looking, dark-haired guy. They're all kind of the same.
And why do we have to stick to the status quo anyway? Why can't we branch out?
We're not anymore. Little Mermaid, we're not sticking to the character
Well, they're not
anymore.
real people, Charlie.
Neither is Superman. Sorry to break it to you.
Sorry to burst your bubble, bro.
So congrats on being Superman, David Corenswet, and enjoy your AARP membership, Henry Cavill.
I love Henry Cavill. I don't care how old he is.
She's very open-minded about people who are beautiful. Superman, goodbye, everybody!
Hey, Scheana. How are you doing? Scheana Shay, Vanderpump Rule star.
Oh, today's the day. They film again.
Today is the day. They start filming in West Hollywood. I am gonna be all over it. So obviously I asked her, how are you feeling?
I feel good today.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you nervous at all?
Yeah, I'm always nervous.
I say, is there any updates with Raquel?
I do not know anything about
Do you want her to come back?
I gotta go.
The mystery is Raquel coming back? Because honestly, without Raquel, I don't know they have a show.
They don't.
Everyone knows it. They know it. We all feel it.
She has to be coming back.
She doesn't have to be coming back. Her parents are against the show.
What is she going to do for the rest of her life?
She can have her own show.
Oh my God. Raquel takes wherever.
Raquel takes Miami would be insane.
Raquel takes your husband.
Yeah, Raquel takes your husband.
Thank you.
Coming up,
Ryan Seacrest was tapped as the host of Wheel of Fortune, and he's getting a lot of hate online over it.
Why?
You'll get tweets like, it's really nice to see mediocre white men finally gaining a foothold in the TV business.
White men, is that the issue?
Mediocre white men.
Plus,
Elon Musk already training for Mark Zuckerberg. There is a photo when he's doing sort of like a judo throw.
I think this is 100% a stage pose photo. Like a pose, like let's do ready 1, 2, 3.
You think it's like a dance pose? 5, 6, 7, 8.
coming up.
Kelly Clarkson has actually pooped on stage.
I had food poisoning, and it once was in Germany. I destroyed that bathroom.
Ew!
Be right back.
It's Seacrest. In! But some people already want him out.
So Ryan Seacrest was tapped as the host of Wheel of Fortune, and he's getting a lot of hate online over it.
So what are the knuckleheads saying?
They're saying, apparently Ryan Spartacus is... we're terrible at this game. Little help?
So the knuckleheads are saying, apparently Ryan Seacrest is mandated to host everything.
Ryan Seacrest is one of the most talented guys in this town.
He's the easy green button to push though. Like
he succeeds because people want to see him. American Idol is still going strong. When he did Kelly and Ryan, it was doing really well. He created the Kardashians. He's really talented.
Maybe somebody else would do well, but we don't know because it's always Ryan Seacrest.
Or guys like Ryan, according to the tweets.
A guy said, it's really nice to see mediocre white men finally gaining a foothold in the TV
so
business.
Now it's white men? Is that the issue?
Mediocre white men.
Yeah. If the people who own Wheel of Fortune thought somebody else could attract bigger ratings,
they would do it.
That's it. That's the end of the equation.
Ryan's going to be a really good host on the show.
This is a great play by the
It's a great one.
A great one to replace a great one, who almost got hit by a tiny torpedo.
So,
oh boy.
My first job in news, Pat was the weatherman. And then like 9 months later, after I got there, they announced Pat was going to Wheel of Fortune. And I looked at him and I said, Pat, this is a terrible idea, you doing a game show.
No.
Wait a minute, were you slyly putting your resume in for the job?
Of course not. He can't spell. So congrats, Ryan. Spin you soon.
Kelly Clarkson has actually pooped on stage. Not once, but twice.
Oh no!
She went on Watch What Happens Live and they were playing Plead the Fifth, and Andy Cohen asked her, so have you ever peed on stage? And she goes,
No, I've never done that.
Okay.
I had food poisoning twice.
Okay.
In 20 years, okay.
Yes.
And it once was in Germany. I destroyed that bathroom.
She was like, it was a scene out of Bridesmaids.
I mean, sweat, like everything. I was like, something's wrong. Deep down, then yeah, Staples Center. Not many people have been cheered on. And I have.
Wait a minute, so she offered more information.
She offered more information.
She could have just said no.
Hey, if you've ever had food poisoning, there's nothing you can do about it. It just comes out when it's gonna come out.
You know when it's knocking on the door and you're like,
But you know what? Good for her. She could have canceled the shows and been like, I can't do it. She went on and full did it.
And then you come out and do what doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
I was like, something's wrong. Deep down.
All right, welcome back to the Battle of the Billionaires. We've seen Mark suck you up Zuckerberg and his training methods, but let's turn our attention to Elon the Musket Musk and how he's preparing. Huh, is the screen frozen? Oh, it's a photo. They put out a photo.
Elon Musk already training for Mark Zuckerberg. Elon Musk had an impromptu training session with a guy named Lex Friedman. Now, he's a popular podcaster, also happens to be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. There's Elon here, there's Lex, and he's got him in an arm bar.
I could do that right now if I posed for that photo. Where's the video?
There is video of Lex wrestling with Mark, and Mark's good.
There is a second photo when he's doing sort of like a judo throw, and it does look like he's in motion.
You can't pose that.
I also think that was a pose, like let's do ready 1, 2, 3.
You think it's like a dance pose? 5, 6, 7, 8.
In any event, Lex says of Elon, I'm extremely impressed with his strength, power, and skill on the feet and on the ground. So this fight may be cooler than people think.
There's 0% chance this fight is happening.
There's 100%
There's
chance.
0%.
I know more than you do about this.
Oh yeah? Well, he knows more than you do about koalas, so eat that.
And you know when guys do this, they think they're like so hot, and all of us are just like, if you guys want to roll around with each other, like you can do that in private.
Well.
Keep up with that training, boys. And maybe run your companies if you get a chance.
Margot Robbie is pretty in pink. She was in Australia at the airport arriving. She's been doing all this Barbie press. This is the biggest movie of the year. Everyone is saying that cinema is back because of this movie. Life in Plastic is fantastic. So she was there with her husband, who's also supporting her in a pink hat.
When does the movie come out?
It comes out on July 21st, but you can see an early release as early as Wednesday, July 19th. I'm going.
Did you write this story? Did you see the headline?
Yes. No, what is it?
Margot Robbie, I'm pink down under.
What?
It was a play on words.
We get the joke.
Coming up.
Dan Benson, he was on Wizards of Waverly Place, and then about a year ago, he decided to go into adult entertainment.
And I don't really feel bad about my decisions at all.
When was porn invented?
As soon as there were pictures.
Yeah. Really?
The Romans were like, what can we do with a chisel in this wall? And then you just create some porn right there.
A miracle in the jungle. A plane crash. All the adults dead. 4 children survive, alone in the Amazon, until a miraculous rescue. TMZ is on the ground in Colombia. The Miracle Children of the Amazon. Stream on Hulu now.
Dan Benson, he was on Wizards of Waverly Place. He played Zeke. And then about a year ago, he decided to go into adult entertainment. He posted a video doing a check-in a year afterwards.
I expected a lot more hate. And instead, people have just been like, go you, empowerment, which is awesome. I don't feel bad about myself.
I actually think this is kind of important. It's a legal industry. People make a living off of it. And there's nothing bad about it. And the people who complain about it the most and say, oh, you're a porn star, they're the ones that watch it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just so hypocritical.
When was porn invented?
As soon as there were pictures.
Yeah.
Really?
The Romans were like, what can we do with a chisel in this wall? And then you just create some porn right there.
When you go to Pompeii, there's a brothel in the back of the ruins, and there are little penises carved into the walkway, and the erection tells you which way to go to get to it.
Are you serious?
And then the funny thing, when you go into it, there's like rooms with no roof, and then there's bleachers on the second floor on the other side, because back then people with STDs weren't allowed to have sex with the prostitutes, but they could sit in the bleachers and look down the rooms and watch the other people.
What?
People have always been perverts.
And Pompeii, they're all frozen in time, so some of them are like,
And I don't really feel bad about my decisions at all.
Coming up.
Big Ted Lasso news. The show might be coming back for a new season. I spoke to Juno Temple. She plays Keely in Ted Lasso. She wants to come back.
Well, that doesn't mean it's coming back.
TMZ has broken some of the biggest stories in pop culture for nearly 2 decades. Now, TMZ documentaries continue to break new ground, digging far below the surface on stories that have captivated audiences, stories in the zeitgeist of pop culture. TMZ documentaries available on Hulu and Tubi.
I think the team would get back together, no brainer.
Big Ted Lasso news. The show might be coming back for a new season. I spoke to Juno Temple. She plays Keely in Ted Lasso. She wants to come back.
Well, that doesn't mean it's coming back.
The CEO of Apple said he wants there to be a 4th season too. So there's a lot of pressure on the cast to run it back for one more time.
Jason's always saying to us, when the characters aren't on your telly anymore, it doesn't mean their lives don't continue.
Exactly.
So we could come back to it, who knows? But I respect whatever the right decision is, and hopefully I just get to see everyone for the rest of my life in hangout situations.
They've only done 3 seasons. It's not like they've done 10 seasons, you're just over it now.
That's the thing, we think we want a 4th season, but we don't. Because they said when the show started, Jason Sudeikis was like, it's meant to be 3 seasons. That's the story we have to tell, and then we're done.
I think Ted Lasso is the reason that Messi is playing in Miami now.
What?
Ted Lasso popularized the sport of soccer in America to the extent that we were trying to get the best player in the world to come to America.
I need you to lower your doses of drugs.
That's
not it.
Thank you.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Take care.
See you later. Bye.